I know that I'm gonna sound like a grandpa shilling boomer coin, but I remember when Bitcoin was like $1,000 and people would say, like, who would ever pay $1,000 for this fake digital imaginary coin? And it's a great point, but I think it reveals a gap in knowledge about what Bitcoin does. So if you think about Bitcoin as inflation insurance, at what point in time are you going to not need inflation insurance? So, 7, 8 years ago when Bitcoin was $1,000, would you need inflation insurance back then? Well, absolutely. Well, the price of inflation insurance back then was $1,000. And so people paid for it. And even though it's imaginary, so is the dollar. So as long as you need inflation insurance, Bitcoin is a good price no matter what price it is. So now that it's $100,000 per Bitcoin, people are still saying the same thing. Who in their right mind would ever pay $100,000 for one imaginary coin? And to that I'd say, well, do you think inflation is going to get better or worse? We can't really uninflate the economy without crashing it. Governments still print more and more each day. So yes, we can't go back in time and buy Bitcoin at $1,000, but we can imagine ourselves in the future wishing that we could come back and buy Bitcoin at $100,000. So as long as you need inflation insurance, Bitcoin is at a good price as long as you can hold on to it for 5 or 10 years to allow inflation to expand. That gives Bitcoin the opportunity to do what it does best, which is to store value for the long term.